What is up, guys? It is Ben from GamesBulletin here. Welcome to a little interview that I wanted to do with some other small YouTubers that I've met while making this channel. So the first thing is that this isn't meant to cause offense to anyone. It's not one of these things like, oh, you don't do this. This is just for people who don't watch small YouTube channels and are kind of unsure about whether to give them a try or not. It's just to open your mind up to sort of why small YouTube channels are worth at least checking out. Now, these videos, there are 3 videos. This is one of 3 that you're watching now. All of them are going up on the same day. Every single person that was interviewed was given the same set of questions, but obviously having different opinions, being different people, they have different views on things. Now, you don't have to watch all of them, you don't even have to watch one of them, but just take away what is said in the interview. That's mainly what I want people to do. People who, they watch some small YouTube channels, but they're like, I don't really want to broaden my horizon on YouTube. It's a very hard thing to do because there are a lot of people making content, so it's hard to know when there's good content, bad content, whether it's worth checking out. So the video you're watching now is going to be for a YouTube channel called Roxas Sky. He's a guy who kind of prefers doing longer Let's Plays, kind of like in a rad brad kind of style. Sort of about 35-40 minutes long for those of you who enjoy those longer kind of sessions. Genuinely awesome guy, good YouTube channel. He deserves a bit more recognition than he gets. Alright, so first obviously, thanks for sort of stopping by and doing this with me.
Hey, no problem, anytime.
So first off, why don't you start by introducing yourself? Just sort of explain what your channel is, what you do.
Okay. My name is Roxas Sky on YouTube. For those of you who know me off of YouTube, it's Dalton. My channel is based mostly around video game Let's Plays. Sometimes I'll do like a vlog here and then to let you guys know what's going on. If I take like a little bit too long of like a hiatus or something like that, it just means that things are kind of busy in my life right now. But yeah, I mostly deal with video game Let's Plays.
Okay, so what made you want to make YouTube videos?
In all honesty, the thing that was most influential in me starting my YouTube career was Markiplier.
Yeah,
I
I
was
remember
able
you
to
saying
see,
before, yeah.
yeah, I was able to see how much passion he had for it and how great his community is, that it just kind of clicked that I want something like that.
Nah, he has got an awesome community behind him, I'm not gonna lie.
He
But
really does.
your videos are a bit different to Mark's though. I mean, your videos are very much I can't think of one off the top of my head that isn't like, how do I explain it? You don't edit your videos in the same sort of way that Mark does. I mean, you seem to prefer the kind of the longer, like 35-40 minutes
Right.
of like doing a Let's Play
Because
that way.
on like a longer game, I have no problem doing a 35-minute, 45-minute video because it helps keep the number of videos for that series kind of down.
Mm.
Um, for like, let's say I upload some Gmod every once in a while, there'll be about 30-minute videos because that, who knows how many episodes that'll be, because just keep putting them up there and everything like that.
Yeah, no,
But
definitely.
But for like short indie games, they can range from 7 minutes to 20 minutes, somewhere around there.
Yeah, I mean, you do have to. I do have to admit, you do have a good spread of the sort of videos that go up. It's never. I don't know how to explain it. The content's very similar in the terms of the way you like deliver yourself and the way the game comes across, but you do seem to have something for like everyone on the channel,
Yeah,
which is good. But I mean, obviously, being a small YouTuber, are there any kind of issues that you find yourself running into?
motivation.
Really? Wow.
Because I love doing it, but I mean, like my most recent video, The Life is Strange episode 4, part 2, it it's only got 7 views right now,
Mm.
and it's like, okay, well, I've got to make time to do this, but then I've also got other things to do. If I had more motivation to do it, I could push back those other things to do and focus more on my YouTube. But
Yeah, yeah.
right now, I don't have a strong enough following to warrant me putting things off that I need to do to work on uploading a video.
No, I get what you're saying. I mean, like, when, with my channel personally, it will be like, as weird as this sounds, I hate watching back my own videos. I don't know
Yeah,
what it is about them. And I think it does come down to that kind of thing. And I look and I'm like, right, this video's been out for like 2 weeks and it has 11 views.
right,
When, like, not like, obviously, I'm not a massive channel, I have 170 subscribers, but I kind of think to myself, well, what am I doing wrong? Like, there must be something. I do get people, I mean, I have one guy who watches pretty much every single video I do, and every single video is like, that's a good video, like, keep it up and all of that stuff.
right,
And I like to think that the people who do watch the videos do actually enjoy them.
right.
But it's very easy, when you're a small YouTuber, it's very easy to look and go, you know, I'm not getting as much recognition as this video thought, like I thought I would for this video.
Right.
So it's very easy to sit back and sort of go, well, what's the point, you know? Because, I mean, there are so many people on YouTube.
Right. And I mean, one big thing for me is I've got, I think it's like 48, 47 subscribers. If I upload a video and 2 weeks pass and there's 0 views on that video, it's just like, all right, well, am I doing something wrong? Uh, is the name not right? Is the thumbnail not good? It's just a whole mix of those things.
Yeah, and I
That
think that's what I mean, is that the mix of those things, it can sort of lead to putting you off and you're like, I'm not doing it anymore.
Right. Well, I won't say I wouldn't do it anymore. It's just I'm going to be a little bit more lax on my upload schedule.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so talking about the views that your videos get, do you think some people who watch YouTube videos expect too much from smaller YouTubers in terms of like their camera quality or their microphone quality?
Um, Honestly, I don't think so because, like, let's look back at Markiplier. When he first started out, his setup was not all that great. I mean, his videos were grainy. His games kind of skipped and jumped a little bit. But I think the biggest thing is charisma. He had charisma out the ass when he first started. And I mean,
Yeah.
me, I'm like, okay, well, here we go. Let's see what goes on here. And he's like, "Hello, everybody. My name is Markiplier. Now let's get. Oh my God, it's a monster!"
That's
Like
one of the
it's
things, like the one of the biggest hurdles you can get over when you're doing YouTube is to kind of, you have to make yourself forget that you're playing the game, and you have to remind yourself that you're actually making content for people to watch.
right,
Because I mean, people aren't like that when they're playing games on their own. As much as I'm sure there are people who think that they are, but I can guarantee you that Mark, if he's sitting in a room on his own playing a video game,
right.
he's probably nothing like that at all. And that's one of the biggest hurdles you can get over when it comes
And
to being a YouTuber.
and I mean, there have been some videos of Mark's where whenever he's like completely stumped or something, and he's trying to figure something out, he'll edit out a huge chunk of him just sitting there, not saying anything, just walking around.
And I think that's another big thing as well, is like, I was talking with this to Cami about how you have to be very careful what you do include and what you don't include.
Right.
Because we was actually talking about the red bread. Because
Okay.
I've seen videos of the red bread where he's stumped on a level, but he's very clever in the way that he does it, because if he's stumped, he'll talk about something. He'll be like, he'll ask a question. I was watching one and he was like, oh, he was stumped on Assassin's Creed Syndicate, and he said to guys, he was like, "How if you guys could make an Assassin's Creed, what would you do? Like, where would you base it? What era would it be in?" And he went into this whole bit about how he wanted to do one in ancient Japan with samurai and all of this stuff. And he managed to completely feel this. I completely forgot that he'd got lost. I genuinely completely forgot that he got lost because he just filled that void with not useless content. It was genuine. It got you thinking. He was like, what would I do? You know, if I got approached and they said to me, you can make your own game, what would I do with it?
That makes sense.
It's one of those things, like, editing can make or break a video on YouTube. As stupid as that sounds.
Yeah,
it really can make or break a video.
And for me, I just recently got a genuine video editor, so hopefully now my videos might have a little bit more editing, but mostly just a trim here and a trim there.
Yeah, I mean, I can't see you as like a highly edited, sort of like PewDiePie level editing YouTube channel.
I mean, but I still want it to be like genuine, like not raw, but close.
Yeah, definitely. I get what you mean, man. And like, obviously, hopefully, if people watch this and they go and check your channel out, they'll kind of understand what we're saying a bit more, because I can't think of many people off the top of my head that do almost raw gameplay.
Right.
So to pull it off well is very hard.
It is.
Okay, so sort of, again, keeping with the whole sort of smaller YouTuber thing, a lot of people, there seems to be this kind of supposed attitude that people think smaller YouTubers are small because they have poor quality content. I mean, what do you think about this kind of thing? Obviously, this isn't something that people have said, but it's like unspoken, yeah. It's like an unspoken sort of thing.
I kind of do agree with that, because me myself, I'm subscribed to a lot of smaller YouTube channels, but I don't constantly go up there and look at them, because either it's just them ranting on about some off the wall topic, or like, for me, gaming videos should have the background music of the game and not like some incorporated music. I know it's the whole copyright thing, but like if you're playing like a Call of Duty montage and then you add in a bunch of dubstep, that's, to me, kinda but that's only my preference.
Yeah, and I think that's what it seems to be. Like, definitely, like, I will be honest with this. Before I started making YouTube videos, I was very much like, I would only watch the big YouTubers. I was only watching Jack, I was watching Mark, the Red Brad Game Theory, these kinds of channels. So, and again, this is no sort of dig to people who don't make YouTube videos, but before you make them, you don't kind of realise how much money has to go into the equipment, how much time has to go into the editing.
Right. The next computer bill that I'm looking at is like 3,000 plus, and that includes all the recording equipment that I'm going to get and everything like that. So I know exactly what you're talking about.
Like me, myself, I mean, I bought a PC because I needed a new PC anyway.
Right.
But my PC was 600. In terms of cameras and microphones, I've done another 400 roughly.
Right.
You know, so it's not until you sort of sit down and you think to yourself, wow, okay, like these small YouTubers, if they don't have the greatest microphone, it's because they don't have the money for a good microphone. So once you kind of, it's this whole kind of behind the scenes thing. Like, once you get in behind the scenes, you can kind of look past people not having, because I mean, people like PewDiePie, I think he actually got given a Sennheiser microphone.
Yeah.
But that's like, again, like, no dig on him or anything, but what I'm saying is the equipment he's using is hundreds, probably thousands of pounds worth of equipment.
Right.
And, you know, for 99.9% of us, it's just not possible to get that kind of quality equipment. We would. I can guarantee you, like, I treat this as a hobby. You know, just as much as people put money into fishing and whatever their hobby is. This is my hobby. I put money into it as much as I physically can.
Right.
So, you know, I have actually, and that's why I included this question, is because I have actually seen people saying, like, oh, you have really good content, but I'm not subscribing because your microphone's, like, got too much background noise or your camera's too grainy.
Right.
And it's horrible to say, but I have actually seen people saying that on YouTube videos.
Yeah. I mean, for me, it's like, alright, well, don't come back on the channel. If you're going to watch our videos, subscribe so you can see our updated content, and who knows, maybe in one of the videos we'll have a better microphone or a better webcam.
Oh yeah,
or
definitely.
something of the sort.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sitting here and I'm like, right, you know, automatically I'm thinking after Christmas I'm getting new bits for my PC, I'm updating my capture card, you know, as soon as I get money, the first thing I do is, how can I put this into my YouTube channel? Because, like I said, it is my hobby, you know.
Right, and I mean, hell, I'm in my computer right now, I don't even have a graphics card.
Fuck, wow.
I'm just using integrated graphics through the processor.
Wow. Kudos to you for still being able to upload at all, man. Wow.
It's not great, but it gets the job done.
But that's what I mean is, like, this is the one thing, if there's anything I want people to take away from this video or these videos, however this ends up on the channel, is that, you know, small YouTubers are making the best of what they have. And that's kind of the general message I want to convey, is I don't want people to sort of look and go, and it's not everyone, it is a very, very minute amount of people.
Yeah, and I mean, when they talk about how our videos aren't all that edited, it's because we don't really have the time to edit. We still have to keep up with jobs, with family, everything like that.
Yeah, I mean, that's why I'm actually making a move. I did do a daily gaming news video, but that's kind of why the Let's Plays on the channel kind of dried up a little bit. It's because I would wake up in the morning and it's like, right, I have to spend, believe it or not, I have to spend an hour and a half to 2 hours updating the website that I run.
Right.
And then I've got to record, edit, upload, create a thumbnail, and then get ready to go to work and work like a 10-hour shift.
Exactly. I mean,
and it was
for
just,
me,
it was too much, like... Crap.
Yeah. You good?
Yeah, go on, yeah.
Okay, for me, it takes me about... I usually run... Like on the last Life is Strange episode, I played for an hour and a half. And I split that up into 2 videos. The next video will hopefully be coming out shortly. It took me an hour and a half to do that. It took me about 3 hours to edit it.
Wow.
Half an hour to make a good thumbnail, or to get a good thumbnail from all the frames. And then to render it, it takes about another 2.5 hours. And then to upload it, it takes another 2.5 hours.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
So there's my entire day right there, and I didn't get to do anything else.
I mean, the worst one is, have you had it where I had it with the second Gmod video that I'd done?
Yeah.
As I was editing it, I cut everything out. I'd split the video, I deleted the chunk that I didn't want anymore. So it was going to be like a jump, because that's basically how I edit my videos. And I forgot to bring the video up to where it finished, so there was like 40 seconds of just black. Like no video, no audio, no nothing. And I rendered it, I spent like an hour rendering it. It was only like a 12-minute video. And I'm watching it back and my girlfriend was like, why are you watching it back? I was like, I have to, before I upload this, I have to watch it back. So I spent an hour and a half editing, an hour rendering, to check that, to spend 2 or 3 minutes finding where it was, clear everything up,
Right.
and then another hour to render, and then an hour and a half to upload as well. And that was like most of my day gone already.
Yeah, there's so much that you have to do to make it to where you would want to watch it, but I mean, hopefully somebody else would feel the same.
Oh yeah, I mean, that's kind of the one worry is like I watch my videos before I upload them. I always do.
Right.
Just to make sure that it flows well, and to me, the videos I put up are good videos.
Right.
And the one thing that kind of, I think that's why I kind of have this niggling in the back of my head, is because even if the video, like the latest Gmod video, it went up a day ago, I think it's on like 11 views at a minute.
Right.
There are no comments or anything like this. I'm very big on receiving feedback, internalizing it, putting it into the new content, and like progressing that way. So like from time to time I do get feedback. I get someone saying to me like, this part that you added in as an overlay for, because I think at one point I swore, I actually used a very, very bad swear word, so I beeped it.
Right.
And somebody actually said to me, it was like the beep was way too loud compared to the rest of the video. And it's like, okay, when I'm getting feedback like that, I can internalize it, I can put it into my content, I can remember.
Right, you can help make your
to
content
sort of, exactly,
better.
yeah. So when you're uploading videos and you're like, right, the video's getting views, and then you look and you're like, okay, people are kind of, some people are watching all of it, some people are watching like 10, 12%, but then the people who are watching 10, 12%, they're not leaving any sort of reason as to why they didn't make it past that point of the video.
Right.
And that's something else that I want. Like, if you come across, well, obviously it's not something people have to do, but ideally it's something I do myself, is if I'm watching a video of it doesn't matter, it's small, like YouTuber, big YouTuber, whatever. If I can't get past a certain point of the video, I'll put why. I'll say, look, great. Exactly, I got to this point and it's either, I couldn't hear what you were saying, the game audio was too loud, whatever it is.
Right.
Just because even if I will probably never go back to that person's channel, or I will go back some point down the line.
Right.
And, hopefully that person has seen it, and then they can kind of improve their content.
I mean, as far as comments on my videos, I've had maybe 4 or 5 comments saying, hey man, great video. And then I look at that, and I'm like, okay, cool, I'm actually doing something right. And then the next upload I get 0 views. And it's like, okay, well, apparently I wasn't doing something right.
That's what I mean. It can fluctuate so much, man. So much. But sort of finally, just to wrap things off, just to bring everything around that we've said, are there any words that you want to say to people who do intentionally steer clear of smaller YouTube channels?
The only thing that I can say is give us a chance. I mean, it may not be the best content that's out there, but at least we have the courage to try. I mean, if you yourselves make a YouTube channel, wouldn't you want the same courtesy? I mean, if you have to wake up and look at your YouTube channel and see that, oh, I didn't get any views today, maybe I should upload a video, and then you're like, but then that video won't get any views either, so you won't see the point in doing it. So the only thing I ask is give us a chance. Go out there, try and find something new, and you never know, you might actually find something you like.
Nah, man, definitely. I think I agree with everything. Like, just to add to that, when I was talking to Cammy, he was saying to me, he was like, oh, the small YouTubers now are the next generation of YouTubers. Right.
And I mean, when like PewDiePie or Markiplier or like Cryotic, Jacksepticeye.
Well, think, man. Like, this hit me today. PewDiePie, Mark, Jack, Cry, Ken, Rad Brad, they're all in the same age group.
Yeah.
they're all going to stop YouTube at the same time, give or take a
Right.
year or so.
Right.
As far as I'm aware, they're all from 24 to 26, I believe. That sort of age group.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
So, and that's what I think is going to happen. I think people, they're going to stop uploading. They're going to say, right, look, I have a family, I have this, I have that. I don't think it's right for me to continue doing it.
Right.
And
They
then
have
everyone that
other
watches those
priorities.
videos, exactly, everyone who's watched their videos, who hasn't found another YouTuber to watch, is just going to be left going, what the fuck do I do now?
Right. And I mean, like, for example, one of my old favorite YouTube channels, Syndigo, um, I don't know if you guys heard about it, but one of the lead guys of Syndigo killed himself. And so they completely disbanded Syndigo. So, like, if something happened to any of the other YouTubers, like they got hurt or they passed away or anything, then it's like, okay, well, the fuck am I gonna do now with my life?
That's it, yeah. I mean, people are lucky that, some people are very lucky that they have several YouTubers they watch.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not, no dig on anyone, like, I will watch every single video Jacksepticeye uploads.
Right.
I will watch 60 to 70% of the videos Mark uploads.
Right.
So, and it's one of those things that, okay, touch wood, it never does, but if anything ever happened to Jack, if he ever stopped for whatever reason, I can go and watch Mark. Or even then, if anything happened to those guys, I mean, I watched you, I watched Kamikaze, I watched Tori, and, that is kind of because of the Google Plus community.
Right.
But,
Which, I mean, in all honesty, to me, that Google Plus community kind of fell apart a little bit.
It has, yeah. We won't go into that on here, but it has
No.
a little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
But, I mean, even in the same way that, I started doing it on Twitch as well. When I'm watching Twitch, I won't go, like, a lot of people, it's very easy when you go onto Twitch or when you search for a video to go, right, this video's at the top, it has the most views, or this streamer has the most people watching him, therefore he must be the best.
Right.
You want the best
yeah.
content, you want the best content you can get.
Right.
And the way, that's what I mean, is like YouTube and Twitch, they have this ranking system. Obviously, it's to give you some sort of representation. As much as it isn't, it is to give you a representation of the quality of the content that is coming out of that channel.
Right.
But the problem is that it isn't necessarily representative of the quality of the channel at all.
Right. I mean, it could just be, oh, a lot of other people like this guy, so maybe you might like this guy too.
That's it,
When-
yeah.
When in reality, you think it's either childish, annoying, or so on and so forth.
Yeah, that's what I mean, like, and that's kind of, that's what I mean, like, with the two things that I said earlier, the third thing that I want to come out of this is, for people, if you search for a YouTube video, just to scroll down that little bit, even if you scroll the mouse once, you'll be surprised what you find. I mean, I personally, don't get me wrong, I'm a big Pokemon fan, I'm not going to lie. I play,
me too.
I play a bit of Pokemon online against other people, and a lot of people hate him, but I watch Verilicify. I watch the guides that he puts out, and this kind of thing. But it was from him, when I was looking up Pokemon guides, I found other smaller Pokemon channels. Like, there's a small Pokemon channel called Rising Tide. Fucking awesome channel. The guy's, he makes good strategy guides, he makes good content.
Right.
But everyone knows him as Verilicify's friend, because that's what he is.
Yeah.
He's a YouTube vendor for Verilicify, but he is nowhere near as successful.
Which is really a shame. It really
It
is.
is, because honestly, I mean, he's as good, if not slightly better sometimes, than Verilicify. And it's just, that's what I mean, is like, just because this guy doesn't have as many subscribers does not mean at all that he is
any less better.
any less, no. And plus you have to think as well, I mean, how many times have you been on a YouTube video and then you click a related video and there's some sort of viral video that's going around, some sort of like college humour sort of video.
Right.
And you'll be watching it and at the end you're like, yeah, fuck it, I'll subscribe. That channel will probably sit in your subscription box. There are, I don't know how many channels sitting in my subscription box that I barely watch. And when I say barely, I mean like once every 3 months, one of their thumbnails will catch my eye and I'll watch the video.
Sounds about right with me too.
And that's why I don't, as much as I do, I don't like the subscriber count on YouTube.
Yeah.
Because, like I said, it is not a representative system.
No.
But at the same time, I can't come up with a better plan.
Yeah, I know how you feel.
I would love to turn around and say, like, but it was actually what Cammy said as well. He said, you know, they should just either hide subscriber count or just reset everyone to 0.
Right.
And just get rid of everything, and like, and then people will see that subscribers don't mean shit at the end of the day.
Right.
They mean, obviously, to the person whose channel it is, subscribers themselves mean a lot.
Right.
But I mean, like, going again in terms of quality and stuff like this, they don't actually show anything.
Yeah, no, I know what you mean.
But man, I think that's pretty much all there has to say at the minute, to be honest.
Alright, sounds good.
Thank you for coming along, man.
Hey, my pleasure, anytime.
So to those of you who made it to the end of the video, thank you so fucking much for watching it. Hopefully you've taken something away from it, and it's kind of made you think a little bit differently. If you didn't need to think differently, if you're somebody who supports every single small YouTube channel you come across, then thank you so fucking much. Go and check this guy out. Absolutely awesome. I can say that about every single one of these guys. They're all awesome people. I speak to every single one of these guys. I watch all of their videos. They're awesome people. You can shut the fuck up, headphones. So thank you for watching, and hopefully I'll see some more of you guys soon. See you later.